I asked ChatGPT to give me the most productive routine for a student, and this is what it suggested. So let's try it out and figure it out that how productive can we be with this routine. The one very important thing that I personally loved about this routine is that ChatGPT suggested me to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning. If I have classes from around 8 a.m., this is so that I get a lot of time for myself in the morning. I can do some practices. The first 10 minutes were dedicated to just hydrating and stretching, and this is not something that I do on a daily basis, but I really liked how it just opened up my body and made me a little more active. My sleep instantly went away. I clubbed this stretching with some amount of workout. I did thoda sa very little bit of cardio jogging in my place so that I feel energized and woken up right in the morning so that I'm ready to face my day. The next step was to quickly take a shower and have my breakfast, for which it gave me around 25 minutes, which I think is a pretty good time, but I didn't utilize the breakfast wala time because I forgot to mention to ChatGPT that I do get a small break between my 8 to 9 class and my posting, so I'll grab breakfast later. I just quickly got ready for my class. I'm wearing my kurta. As you all know, मेरी surgery की posting चल रही है, and dress code is a little bit strict there. We have to wear like kurtas or shirts only. We can't wear t-shirts. And unlike the other days जब मैं late उठ के बहुत जल्दी और hassle में तैयार होती हूँ, today since I woke up early, I got my own sweet time to get ready for the posting. And as we speak about productivity, I cannot stress enough how much importance does slowing down also have in our minds and bodies. And genuinely, when you slow yourselves down, you calm yourself, you calm your mind, you instantly feel more productive. I know it might sound weird, but the more stressed you are, the less productive you will be, and the more calm you get, the more productivity enters your life. Now I had 30 minutes of time for a quick review. This time can be used to review your class notes, or maybe the things that you studied the previous day, or maybe the things that your teacher must have told you to come prepared with. Currently I am reading Estas, which is a practical clinical based approach book for surgery where you learn examinations of different organs, different organ systems, how to approach diseases, and basically how do you come down to a diagnosis. Let's go and make this day very productive. My routine also included a 15-minute buffer time that you need to maybe commute for your classes, and genuinely the distance that my hostel has from the main college building is insane. But anyway, I reached a little bit early to class, so I was again revising some notes that I had prepared the previous day. These are the important things that you need to learn and sometimes rectify, and you tend to forget, so I've made these physical notes, so I carry them with me in my bag everywhere I go, so that whenever I have some free time, I can just use these and revise them on the go. I feel these very small changes in habits are what sometimes lead you to be productive throughout your day. They seem very small and insignificant, but trust me, they do have an impact in the longer term when you look back and see. Today the 8 to 9 a.m. class was also of surgery, so too much surgery throughout the day. We learned about urethral injuries, how to manage them, how to classify them, and all of that. Once my class got done at around 9 was the time when I had actually got the time to grab my breakfast, so I quickly went to the mess. Okay, class is done, let's go for breakfast. I quickly ordered a paratha and some coffee for myself for the breakfast. One more thing that I've recently learned from my yoga teacher is that try to have your meals completely in silence and eat them alone. Ekdam silence though is not possible for me, but I try to have them alone so that I'm completely engaged in my meal and I feel grateful for the kind of food that I'm eating. Okay, तो ChatGPT gave me no time for my meals, इसलिए मैंने अपना लंच साथ साथ ही पैक करा लिया. इसमें पराठा है और मेरे पास थोड़ी सी सब्जी बची हुई थी कल परसों की. So yes. Now 8 to 4 a.m. I told ChatGPT that I have my classes, so it gave me 2 tips, which was 1 to stay engaged in classes, take notes, ask questions, which is not really possible for me because my classes are more of practical classes. We first go to the ward, then to the OT, and there we see cases. Today we saw some amazing cases जिसकी detail I'll give you later. and I got free at around 4:30ish, and it was a really hectic day and also not a very good day, to be frank. Today we also weren't given a lunch break, which is why I came back at around 4:30, and then I had my lunch in my room. This is the same paratha I got packed in the morning and I'm having right now. Okay, hi, so I am back. It's almost 4:15 and now I'm going back to study. आज मेरा दिन बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं था. I don't want to put it all in detail, but in general it wasn't a good day and I do not feel very good. But anyway, I have a lot of chunk of stuff that I need to study, so I'm getting back to that. And आज मैंने inguinal lymph node dissection देखा, where the patient had cancer and उनके lymph nodes dissect हो रहे थे. That was something that I really learned. And उसके पहले in the ward I took this case of gallbladder stones, and yeah, it was a productive day, but somehow end तक आते आते didn't turn out very well. खैर, anyway, not all days can be good days, so I'm getting back to my study. आज हमें पढ़ना है rectal case, which is like rectal carcinoma, rectum में growth और you know anything of that sort. ChatGPT ने मुझे suggest किया था कि मैं 4 to 4:30 rest कर सकती हूँ, and then 4:30 to 5:30 I have to like revise my class notes. So I am not resting. I just had my food. That was my rest. And अभी till 5 I'm going to study those class notes and whatever I did, जो भी मुझे बोला गया है आज पढ़ने के लिए. फिर 5 से I have my yoga वाला time ChatGPT में incorporated नहीं है, but I'll take that time. And yes, let's go. So right now I have started with studying colorectal polyp and carcinomas. Total 3 videos we have in marrow, so I thought of first finishing these up and then I'll go on to studying the practical aspects from ESDAS. Today that I was not feeling really good after my class, I made sure to take some time off. I nicely talked to some of my friends and also my mom, explained to them the entire situation, that how and what am I feeling, and that it's not feeling good. I'm feeling that whatever tasks I am supposed to do, I'm not being able to do them, and if I'm doing something, I feel I'm lacking on some other thing. And trust me, it's completely normal. You might think somebody like me, whom a lot of people think is balancing everything effortlessly, nothing happens very effortlessly. I recently posted on Instagram also that a lot of people DM me and tell me that we want a life like yours, you're living the ideal life. But trust me, what you see is just one side of it. You might see some happy moments and some proud moments, but what you do not see is the times when I feel low. And I usually don't like to talk about all of that on social media in detail, but trust me, it happens to everybody, and nobody's life is an ideal life. Everyone is trying their best to make it the ideal life, but trust me, it's never going to happen. We all are humans, we do make mistakes, we have our highs, we have our lows, but right now what I've come to understand is to make peace with what I have right now and what can I do with it. What I do not have or what I should be having or what I should be doing shouldn't be the matter of question. And everything, and I repeat, everything that is not in my control shouldn't be a cause of my worry or stress. And itna gyan dete dete I actually exceeded my time. I studied from 4:30 to 5:30, which is why my yoga class got postponed for me. So I eventually started to edit, so I felt that maybe I used this time productively somewhere else. So the rest of the half an hour I gave to editing some shots and some reels and figuring out some content for my Instagram and YouTube. This way I try to break the monotony of just studying. I know that this is also work, like doing voiceovers and figuring out content, but I just feel that if you have 2 different kinds of works to do, you can dedicate different points of your time, and to break the monotony is really important, so that when you get back with a fresh mind and newer ideas. The routine had given me half an hour for some physical activity, but I am taking out 1 hour because I think that this is really important. I did my yoga from 6 to 7 p.m. in the evening, and today we were doing somatic practices, which are very easy practices. You just have to sync whatever the practice that you're doing with your breath. So if you're moving your hands, it moves with your breath. If you're bending towards your side, it moves with your your breath. And trust me, this seems very easy, but this is, I believe, the best practice that you can do for your body. Okay, hello. So I changed my clothes post yoga because I was just not feeling it, and मैंने बहुत दिन से सेम कपड़े पहन के रखे थे. Anyway, I'm wearing this one from Advika's brand. Anyway, the point is कि अभी we have to study, we have to do a lot of brand work, we have to do some editing of shots here and there, some my brand work, some other brands का work जो मुझे करना है. So yeah, let's begin. So far the day is going great according to the schedule that ChatGPT has set for me, क्योंकि I feel very productive and happy. But let's see. The good thing that I like about this routine is it has kept a lot of like relaxation periods also for me. So yeah, let's go. By now it was around 7:30 and it was time to do another full-on productive session of studying. This is going to be a dedicated study session. During this session I also turned off my internet and everything so that I could just study without any distractions. Because of my business thing, मुझे constantly messages आते रहते हैं from my team saying अभी ये हो गया, अभी वो हो गया, now this is the problem happening, that is the issue occurring. So I do keep my phones on silent and turn off my internet so that I can completely focus on whatever I'm studying and not get distracted at all. By the way, अब मैंने business mention कर ही दिया है, so in case you're wondering, Ekami is my brand and I have tagged all the products in this video. In case you want to check it out, you can. After this session, I was done for my daily studying and I went for dinner with my friends. Like, we had it in one of my friends' room only, but I didn't shoot that because we were all talking and having fun. This is one of those times that I thoroughly enjoy during the day. Post which I actually danced. Trust me, this is the last thing you'd expect somebody to do on a productive day, but that is what my message through this video is, that productivity is all about balancing it all. It's not about just being mindlessly productive, but also making sure that you're happy. And trust me, after I dance, entire body of mine, like every cell, feels happy. There's something that I have with dancing that I really love. I also went for a quick walk outside my hostel because इस hostel के बाहर there's a lot of space and it feels really nice. I was talking to myself, this is something that I do on a regular basis, so please ignore that while walking. But I left all screens during this time because it was almost close to my bedtime. I also did make a to-do list for the next day so that I know what all do I have to do. All in all, today's day was productive, but it also made me really happy. I loved the amount of breaks that I took and I'm so happy that I did this. Do let me know how did you like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Be sure to subscribe because it really motivates me, and bye bye.